Hello and welcome to another LEGO Batman movie set review. Set 70908, the Scuttler. And honestly I didn't care for the vehicle too much, but I wanted it for the minifigures, because they're pretty cool minifigures. And yeah, pretty big box set. This is the third biggest set from this line so far. Of course, there's going to be the huge Batmobile set that splits into three different vehicles that's coming out in summer. And this has a pretty awesome Dick Grayson figure in here, so that's cool. And the instruction booklet is thick and heavy. Look how thick. Look at this. It's hefty. And yeah, a lot of stuff in here. Advertising some of the other sets, blah blah blah. And despite being such a big set, none of these sets come with a mini Lego comic book, which, fair enough. I mean, got the movie going on, but I would expect that it has a comic book inside some of these. The Marvel ones do anyway. There is a sticker sheet in here which has a lot of sticker details going on, so that's a thing that I'm not a fan of. So our first and main build here is, of course, the Scuttler itself, and it's pretty big. I put my entire hand underneath it. Hello. And in the film he sort of acts like a doggy, so he has like a little doggy head with some doggy bat ears going on. I mean, okay, he looks like a sort of bat with his like really short legs and stuff, but without the wings. Unless these arms are the wings, whatever. So yeah, but it acts like a dog in the film. And so this headpiece can rotate around and move around because you have a little cockpit there, so you can open this up and open these side flaps too, just to get more access to it. The build here is pretty interesting, pretty fun. A lot of little details in there, pretty cool. And so close that back up. We got stud shooters on each leg, and these leg pieces do extend and shorten if needed be. Little control stick there, so there's more stuff to move. The legs here move, and like I said, stud shooters, this pipe, these soft tubes just plug in there and will move along with your legs, so it gives it a very nice robot-y look. Has tendency of popping out, like you can see right there, so that's a little bit annoying. I want it to stay in there a bit. It's more secure. This one moves a little bit there, and got a lot of little fidgety bits like this. It's on the hinge, so whatever. And also shooters on the head. You got these two flaps up here, like little shoulder flaps that move on a little ball peg. This net shooter rotates around and moves around, so you can shoot on either side. And the same on the other side of the Scuttler, because the leg moves up and down. The back legs move too, with these back legs rotating in many angles. So again, a lot of articulation going on. So this whole thing is, I guess someone say, is if you do want to animate him like in the movie, give it some sort of personality, you can easily do that because there's a lot of movement here going on. Unlike that really stupid Rogue One ATST that has like almost no articulation. It's dumb, and I'm still bitter about it. Of course, I have not attached any stickers on this yet, but as you can see, even without the stickers, this is a very unique build, unique shape, and it definitely looks, well, I guess what's supposed to look like in the film, because in the film it's exactly this. But yeah, it does look like a proper mech machine thing. Not necessarily something Batman would have. By the way, these ears can also move as well for more expression. If you are getting this just because it's a bat thing, you wouldn't really care for this too much. Like, it looks ridiculous, it doesn't really make too much sense. But if you're getting this because you've seen the movie, then you know why it looks like this, and it makes a little bit more sense. But I just want to try and say is, if you want to get this purely to add to the LEGO Batman collection, but not necessarily cater to the movie, then this thing really doesn't have too much point. On the back here, I guess this is where in the film where the rest of the Bat family can sit. This is just a engine area, so you got a little engine in here. There is space here for the figures to stand there, but also in terms of the movie, before the figures sit in there, in terms of this set, this is the space where you put a jetpack in there, which fits nicely. So open that up, take the jetpack out, which I'll show more of later. You can fit the rest of the minifigures in there. These bits of course also move, rotate just a little bit because it's engine parts and whatnot. This bit rotates here as well, and I guess for kids they'll like this a lot because there's a lot to play with, and this thing is built pretty secure. Apart from that one tube that's popped out again, everything else does stay where it should be. You'd think this would be a nightmare to mess around with pieces constantly falling off, for example, but no, it's built quite well, then designed quite well. So I think that's, in terms of playability, this thing's pretty great. It's pretty big, pretty heavy for kids, so it's not often you see such a big set just with all the pieces catering to just one vehicle in there, like this sort of size and scale. So if you want a big vehicle, a menacing vehicle, this is a set for you. But obviously, me personally, with the characters you see in this set, I would still prefer a Town Hall set instead of the Scuttler. Here's a closer look at the Batman's jet pack that comes out the back of the engine. Got some ball pegs here going on, and no stickers go on this, even though there's a big sticker sheet in this. And yeah, nothing too special with this. And you can just plug Batman on there. Got some lights here, which you can say is exhaust or something, maybe, and the engines and so forth. So that's pretty much it. And the third build we have here is the Poison Ivy sort of plant base thing. Got Poison Ivy standing there holding 2 more vines. And yeah, nothing too special about this, just a lot of vines going across. And let me just move these down so it looks like it's walking. Yep, you got the transparent pieces underneath to make it look like she's walking on top of these vines. So that's pretty cool. We have 6 figures in this set. First we have Joker with a bang bang gun, of course with some sticker elements on there. Batman has his usual bat blades with him, so you just get those out the way. And Commissioner Gordon just has a standard Lego revolver pistol. They got those going on. Commissioner Gordon here is of course exclusive to this set. There was a Commissioner Gordon in the minifigure series pack, but this body here is unique with all the medals and stuff. This face is also special for this set, a very happy face, and got printed arms with the police logo, which is pretty cool on both arms, so that's really nice, and a basic strap on the back of the torso. Moving the headpiece, we have of course a more grumpy Commissioner Gordon head for when the villains are attacking, so that's something. Batman here is a standard bat figure you've seen in many of the other Lego Batman sets, although the face here would be a little bit different from some of the other sets. And these are the 2 expressions you get with this set. And here's a quick look at his back. As always, there's a spare piece of the Bat utility belt in these sets. Joker here, he has the same head supposedly with the Lowrider one. And so just remove that. The body is the same as many of the other versions of Joker, so really nothing special here. This is a standard figure you get in pretty much quite a lot of the Lego Batman movie sets. Next 3 here are all exclusive figures from this set. Dick Grayson here is made out of mostly exclusive parts. The only bit that's not exclusive is the pants. And even his headpiece is exclusive the way it's been printed. Yes, the other Robins also have this head, but the goggles here, you note that the glasses actually have a flesh color area around the eyes, whereas the regular Robin figures don't have that. They have a different color, so that makes it unique. Dark blue bow tie here, which I think is unique from this set. The figure is also printed very nicely with little silver bits of print on the arms there. Let me just lower the light a little bit so you can see little silver specks on the arms. That's pretty cool. And here's a second face on the back when Bruce Wayne isn't really listening to them. He's like, And a really nice back printing as well. Little silver dots on there. Kind of hard to see on this viewfinder. Can I capture it? Oh, there it is reflecting. So that's something. Barbara Gordon here has the same hairpiece as the pink ballerina Batgirl. And she has no printing on her torso. It's just a black torso, but she has printing on the legs. And she has 2 color arms and goes printing on this body pack, which I think it looks very similar to the ones you get in the Jurassic World sets. And she has 2 faces. Yeah, a little bit of gold paint, by the way, on her hairpiece. Finally, we have Poison Ivy, which looks simply amazing. This is a really amazing, really nice done figure. She actually has like fishnets printed on her legs So that's a lot of details going on, and her hair has a lot of printed details as well. There's also, not only are her arms two different color plastic put together, there's also printed details on her arms as well, at least on her left arm. And there are more leaves and stuff printed on her hairpiece. A lot of details on here. And look at the back, she has a different face, a almost kissing face, and a pretty decently printed back. This set is hard to recommend. It's a very big set. The Scuttler is a very bulky piece and it takes a lot of space. And the price cost of this is pretty high because of the size of the Scuttler. But the figures themselves are pretty good. Now, the Bat figure, who's sitting in here right now, is not really that necessary. The expressions on this version of Batman is pretty good, but the overall figure is not essential because this is the same suit you get in many of the other, almost any other Lego Batman set. Joker here is generic, so you don't need that. And Robin's head is still backwards. Poison Ivy is a pretty good figure, but the previous versions of her are also pretty decent. So if you don't have Poison Ivy yet, this is a set to consider. But if you do already have Poison Ivy, then it's okay to skip this one because the previous version is also pretty decent. Dick Grayson here is, for me, the highlight of this set. He's really adorable in the movie. And the design of him is really, really good. So I really like Dick Grayson in the Lego Batman movie. So he was the biggest reason I wanted to get this set, just to have a regular head version of him and a non Robin suit of him. So if I plop this head on the 60s Batcave's Dick Grayson, that's pretty much the movie version of him in casual. So that's pretty good figure to have. Barbara Gordon here is really not necessary. She's just in her like little SWAT gear. You can easily get a different look of her in some other sets, so not necessary. And Commissioner Gordon here, this is his sort of ceremonial uniform, so really not necessary when you compare to other versions of him that you can get in the minifigure series, for example, where he's more in like police gear and uniform. So really the main figures to get here are Dick Grayson and Poison Ivy due to how good she looks. As with the vehicle itself, it's okay. If you like the movie enough and you like the vehicle from the movie, then you might want to pick this up. But for people who are just Batman fans who want some Lego Batman sets, the set itself isn't that special. It's just another Bat vehicle. Plus, after applying all the sticker sheets, it was a huge pain. Especially the sticker sheet is printed on a transparent sheet, meaning there's going to be a lot of air bubbles, and if you're not careful, any dirt that gets trapped underneath it is going to look really ugly. And applying all these stickers, small and big sheets, it's just not fun at all. So if you do get this set and you think the details are enough, I suggest not using the stickers on this set because it's a huge pain. So overall, this is an average at best set. The vehicle itself isn't that special. It does have a little bit of personality in the movie, but outside of the movie, the vehicle is a little bit finicky, a little bit messy. It does stay together very well. The build itself is okay, but it doesn't look that interesting as a vehicle. It looks a bit of a mess. Kind of like the submarine from the Lego movie when they just build out of random parts. Yeah, it looks kind of cool on screen, but do you really want that submarine? Not so much. So yeah, skip this for most people unless you really want this Dick Grayson figure. This is an easy skip. Perhaps use these parts and stickers for something else, make your own thing, but yeah, can't really recommend this too much. Subscribe, suggest, and comment below, and guys, take care and have a nice day. I'll see you guys next time. Same bat channel. Maybe.